Hello, everyone. I am here with the twins. So, today I had the twins they read the book and they actually did the work in the book. So, I have to say that I could not have imagined the things that they would have written down, the things that would have come out, the things that we actually were able to talk about, work on, and for me to be able to help them to understand certain things. So, ladies, if I ask you, what did you get from this book? What could you tell me? What happened today when you had to go through all of these questions and answer them? How did it make you feel? What did you get from going through this book?
I felt like I was actually getting to know myself, seeing
Really?
how I act, drawing all this stuff down on paper, and yeah.
It made me feel like I had to change and change as a person.
Cool. But you did write some really good things about yourself. How did you feel about the good things that you had to say about yourself?
I felt really proud of myself that I did these things, and I think I could still do it.
Yeah. So we moved on to, let me see. We started talking about your accomplishments. So that was a big part of the activity, right? Mm-hmm. For the most part. So when you were writing down your accomplishments, had you really thought about those things before, recently? I accomplished this, that, and the other. Did you think about those things?
No.
Not really? Now, how did it make you feel when you really had to write down the things you accomplished and you were able to write such great things about yourself? How did that feel?
It made me feel good about myself because I know that I could accomplish more, and when I'm accomplishing stuff, it makes me feel that I can achieve more things in life.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you can. Yeah. So I'll ask a different question so you don't have to answer the same one.
Okay.
Now, when we got to the accomplishments for you, we had to write what the accomplishment was, and then no, forget the accomplishments. We got to the part where we had to talk about the goals that you guys things that you want to do in the next 5 years. Now, how was that for you when you had to write down the next 5 years? Were you in the past? Did you ever think about what you should be doing in the next 5 years?
Yes.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Things that I want to do in the next 5 years. I think that some people think that they're not able to accomplish things in 2 years or 3 years. Mm-hmm. But if you give it a little time, then you could probably be able to accomplish things in 1 year.
Yeah. And you had to write down when too, so yeah. Now, how did you feel about writing down all of the things that you wanted to accomplish? What was going on in your head?
How I felt about how many things I wanted to accomplish is, it was kind of difficult when I first started writing them down and started to think about how much time it's going to take. And I just felt like it was going to be hard, but as I went through the accomplishments that I already made, it just made me feel like I could do the things that would be in the next 5 years.
Ooh. So I remember when we were starting what you wanted to do next, I had to say to you guys, okay, think about what you want to do, because you guys are how old now? 11. So I'm so in 5 years you'll be
12.
In 5 years
16.
No, you'll be 16. So we started to talk about so what do you want to do at 13, 14, 15, and 16. And that kind of made it a little more clear, right? So then you started to think about the things that you would want to accomplish at that time. So at that point, y'all started talking about how we spoke about the driver license.
Mm-hmm.
And were you thinking about a driver license prior to this?
No.
Not really? But the time is coming, so got to get ready. Yeah. Okay. So now, what else did we talk about today? What can you guys think about that you remember writing down that was one of those big aha moments for you, or anything you could think of that you may want to talk about?
What's your obstacles?
Yeah.
Oh. Go ahead.
So one of my obstacles would be getting a job, because now jobs can be expensive and stuff, but if you actually work towards getting a job, you can probably get like a job, like as a kid, like do like a fundraiser or do a sell and stuff like that, and you can get money
Yes.
and get like a job.
Right. Well, yeah, getting money is a job. You're right. You are so right. Yeah. What was there something that stood out for you? Because I'm thinking of something I want to talk about too, but
Something that stood out to me is like my friends, since I'm always with them and I see them every day. And my friend would be like the type of person who like doesn't want to do their work, but they keep distracting me, and that just makes me feel like I can't do it. This is gonna be difficult. And thinking back to the things that I want to do in the next 5 years, I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do this if my friend keeps doing this. So then I would just like not have to like see them less often. Just focus on what I'm doing. Just be independent and not worry about it.
yes. So today we had to work through that one. You remember that part, right? Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened. We went through obstacles, and you wrote down that the obstacle was a friend. You were clear about that. And then I said, what are you going to do about the obstacle? And then I had to stop you because what happened was the obstacle is a friend. And I said to her, so what are you going to do? And then she said, well, I guess I need to not sit by the friend. But if I don't sit by the friend, my friend's gonna... So she was getting ready to say, my friend's gonna get mad. But I said, wait a minute. But read. And I had you to read again what the instruction was, which was to not sit there and go through what would happen if you were to do the right thing. Just write down what the right thing is, and we'll deal with that later. So I stopped her from speaking anymore. She wrote down exactly what she needed to do, and then we went through the work of forget about what the other friend is going to think. This is your life. This is what you need to do for you. And then I said to her, if you don't get over this obstacle, you're gonna be in a position of failing or not getting to where you need to go. So it became so clear. So are you going to school to and then you had to figure out how to get through the obstacle, right? And what was your answer to getting through that obstacle?
Getting through the obstacle, I had to be independent and not worry about them.
Right, and you also have to change your
Personality.
no.
My seat.
Yeah. She has to change her seat at school. So I also made it clear that changing your seat doesn't mean you're going to lose the friend. It means you see your friend later after you do your work, because this is your life. Yeah. And it all starts now. So everything that you do adds up to where you want to be and what you're trying to do with your life. Like a friend right now that's messing up and messing with you could affect everything. I never told y'all this story, but I'm thinking about something with a friend. When I was about 12 years old, and there was a friend. We have actually the same name. I shouldn't have said that part. Oh my God. But she offered me drugs. We were the same age. We were about 12, 13 years old. And she asked me if I wanted to do drugs. And I decided, no, I don't want to do drugs. So fast forward, guys, I was a grown woman. And I saw my old friend at the supermarket. Guess what she was doing? She was begging me for a quarter. And she had white stuff all over her mouth. And she was just strung out on drugs. So I made a decision when I was 12 years old to not do drugs with her because I knew it was wrong. Even though she was my good friend, I said, no, I don't want to do that because I know I want a different life than that. And I said no. And if I would not have said no at that time, I could have been in the same position with her, begging for quarters just like she was. I never told y'all that story. So make the conscious decision now. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it, guys. I mean, there's more to the book. I mean, we're not going to go through everything. But the girls did, y'all disclosed some things to me that was, like, amazing. So who would have known that these two young ladies want to be
Authors.
Who would have known, because they haven't told me this, that they're already in the process?
Of publishing a book.
Yes. I said I can help. So who would have known? So when I wrote this book and I thought it was for hairstylists and I thought it was gonna be, you know, have a whole different purpose, and to have the girls to sit down and to go through it and do the work and to be able to answer the questions and to be able to forecast some of the things, and then they had to figure out whether this work that they would have to do would be hard or easy. And I'm not saying their names because these are kids, because I know their names. I know both of their names very well. But as you were saying about the timeline and whether it's going to be easy or hard, you just said a little while ago you thought some of the things were going to be hard, but then when you started writing and going through this, you realize it's not as hard. Yeah. You just got to stop and do the work, and then you can actually move forward, and you can, you know, get away from how you thought things would be because you've never really sat down to figure it out and to really like write out how it should go. Yeah, so thanks guys for going through the book.
You're
welcome.
Yeah. So good luck with your futures.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to go. That's it. I just needed to share because I couldn't even believe how this went with 2 11-year-olds going through the book and what happened today. So they're going to be authors. She's going to change her seat. She's going to change some of the things that she said about herself that she does not like after she wrote it down. And I can really appreciate that you guys were very honest about yourselves, no matter what, you know, was going to happen after your honesty. So make the changes you want to change. You know, it's going to happen with you. Only you can do it. All right.